Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new video on Ethereum. We're going to do a full update on Ethereum here. We'll talk a little bit about the fundamentals. We'll talk about the technicals, obviously. There's quite a lot I want to talk about, and I've thought about this quite long, or at least I've analyzed Ethereum for quite a long time. So I mostly wanted to focus on the technicals in this video. I think most of you are also most interested in that. Fundamentally, though, what is interesting is that the sentiment around Ethereum is still incredibly low, right? And ETH BTC, after some strength in the last couple of days, has also, or at least a couple of days back, has also returned to being bearish, which is very unfortunate. And I definitely do think that there will be a period again for Ethereum where we actually do have major growth again, and that it actually has a chance, to flourish. But there's no indication right now that that's going to happen on the short term. You can also see daily transactions, daily active addresses, market cap right here, or a TVL right here, and DEX trading volumes. They're stable, but there's definitely not any growth, and the TVL is also dropping down quite a fair bit. But that obviously also has to do with the price of ETH going down. Now Ethereum itself, look, it's holding on relatively well, right? You can see it's trying to find some sort of balance right here. Around the high volume node, we have around 1550. I always show this, but if you're new to the channel, I want to show it again. Basically, the area where we are right now is a huge liquidity zone. It might be the highest liquidity zone in the entire chart for Ethereum, and it's right here, right? So it's kind of around that level between 1650 and 1550. And the good news is that we are finding balance here in the middle. Now the bad news is that, you know, the good news is that we're balanced, all right? So we're forming some sort of stability right here, and stability, especially after getting bearish momentum like we had on Sunday and Monday, getting some stability is always great, and that also means that we can reverse. However, the bad news here for Ethereum outside of the fundamentals, and look, if you love Ethereum and you don't want to hear anything negative about it, then I would click away this video, all right? And it's okay, I understand, because crypto can get very, very personal, but I will be completely honest about Ethereum right here, and there's two things that I do not like outside of the fundamentals, which we spoke about earlier in this video. First of all, what you want to see, if, for example, like you have this, the price is up here, and you have this major balance down here with a POC right here, which we're at. This is the POC. What you want to see, if the price drops down into that level, is a strong reaction from the POC. That's a sign that we can actually have recovery. So far, the reaction to the POC has been incredibly weak. And then outside of that, what you also see right now, Ethereum has already been in the downtrend. And what you see very often is that if you have an impulse move like this and then balance, it is most likely that you get another impulse wave down. So therefore, the technicals are not looking great for Ethereum. The fundamentals are not looking great. I think if we fundamentally have some sort of major de-escalation of the trade war, and if Bitcoin can actually form a strong bottom right here, or a strong breakout, then I think Ethereum has a chance to reclaim 1760, which is what we need to do. But for now, I'd say it's most likely that we are going to drop down into that level right here, around 1200, where we have another high time frame, high volume node. I think that's most likely, and whether that's from here or whether that's with some sort of a bull trap right here to the upside, I don't really care. Neither should you, I think. But ultimately, this general direction for Ethereum right now, based on what we see, is still most likely. So those are my thoughts. I think that's what you need to know. So if you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. Take care and bye.